Hello everyone and welcome to the top 10 user-created Hat in Time levels for January, which I thought was hopefully going to be a great month. I mean, there was some cool stuff in there, but for the most part, this was actually the hardest top 10 to make so far, mostly because there was nothing that was like so incredibly stand out that it like blew everyone away. But there were like a handful of maps that were just really bad. Actually, quite a few maps that were really bad. But then there were also quite a few maps which were all just pretty alright, I guess. So yeah, this top 10 was actually pretty difficult to do, and a lot of these placements don't really mean too much. So yeah. Anyway, I was going to start off with two honorable mentions, and this time the honorable mentions are going to be really fast. We have Peaceful Tides by Hobboy, which I just mentioned because I don't think it's amazing enough to play for it to be part of the list, but it's got a cool idea. It's got a cool idea. The static camera makes it really hard to actually figure out where stuff is. You were gonna think I was gonna say control. I can control this fine. I don't mind the controls at all, but you can't see where anything is. That's bad. Next up, we have Delfino Plaza, which a lot of people think is like the best map ever to be created on Hat in Time music levels. And I was like, yeah, if it was just Delfino Plaza itself, I would be like, yeah, that's a really good map. That's a really good map. Top 5 map definitely. If it was just Delfino Plaza. But then you go into the acts, and what you see is this. This is not gameplay. This is atrocious. Starting with the top 10, we have on number 10, The Room of 1,000 Timepieces by Argle Bargle. Just play it. On number 9, we have Skyline Adventure by Salty Lettuce. Now, I actually really like the fact that he used completely original music for this one, which for some reason is way too loud. Like, I don't know why, but the music is like really, really loud for this. I don't know why. Anyway, it's a fairly linear map with some cool jumps here and there, some nice use of all the different, almost said sprites, objects that you can use in the game. But nothing that really blew me out of the water anyway, so yeah, it's a solid map. Next up we have Tower Climb by Moonjumper, another really solid map with some really nice music. Really like the flow of this map. So yeah, nothing much to say this. You guys probably realize it, but this top 10 is actually not as in-depth as it used to be because there's not too much to say about most of these. Apart from the next one, which is number 7, Clock Tower City, a collab by Daniel CNR, Jack, Haboy, Verti, and Happy Elm, where each of them designed an area and then they all put it together. And I actually really like the way everything looks. Oh, it looks so nice. What I don't like is the fact that the thing crashes every few minutes. And I couldn't actually complete the map because of that, because at some point it just kept crashing and crashing and crashing, and it was like, that's sad. Which is also one of the big things that actually holds this map back. But hey, because hey guys, a map should actually be playable. That might actually be part of the new patch that hit yesterday. Maybe the patch kind of broke something. I don't know. Yeah, I like the different sections and the ideas behind all the sections. Really like that. And by the way, for all you guys not knowing how to do the very first jump, of course I didn't show you the first jump because you have to figure that out yourself. Next up, on number 6, we have Eternal Madness by Hobboy. Yeah. This map looks really amazing. I really like playing around with lighting. And for the most part, the lighting actually works out in a way that you kind of see where to go next most of the time. And if you don't immediately see where to go, if you just look around a bit, you can kind of figure out where to go. So it's not like it's too big of a problem. Yep, the lighting is really weird. The reason why this map isn't any higher, even though it's really cool, is the fact that most of the gameplay sections are just copy-pasted from his old maps. So it's not actually that much original stuff apart from the idea behind it, sadly. Next up we have number 5, Mafia Trucks Training Grounds by Verti. I'm a chuckster. The cool part about this is that even though they are chucksters like from Sunshine, they're not actual chucksters from Sunshine, in the way that if you have, like, let's say this guy is a chuckster and you're standing on one side of him like this, he would throw you directly over him. So if you talk to him from, let's say, around here, he would throw you over him to here. If you talk to him from here, he would throw you over here. He would always throw you over him. But not in here. Here, the Chucksters actually throw you in a specific direction. So it doesn't matter where you talk to them, always throw you in a specific direction. It still matters where they stand, but it doesn't matter anymore where you stand. And the Chucksters can also chuck fruit. They can chuck fruit. That's amazing. Really cool map. Yeah, it's just that apart from Chucksters, not too much here, but I mean, it's still great. It's still great. The reason why this map isn't higher is mostly because the other maps after this are also pretty good. But like I said, I keep repeating myself, but nothing really blew me out of the water. Even though the next map did have a lot of water that it could have blown me out of. It's the Great Sea by a Mr. Homeless Hobo. So this is a few islands from a Wind Waker put together, and you can like travel between them. And each island has like a specific task that you have to do. But the actual task that you have to do is mostly fairly straightforward, and there's nothing too special in them. I mean, the Outset Island, you just run around Outset Island. It's mostly running. I think that's actually something you can do without the jump button apart from one spot. Weird. Then you have the entrance to the, I think it's the Earth Temple, where you just climb some rocks, but I feel like there's the special sauce missing. You're like, gameplay wise, I mean, like it looks awesome, it looks really amazing, but gameplay wise, I feel like the special sauce is a bit missing. Also, a lot of sauce is in the Lava Lands by Wurty. Sauce everywhere, ketchup pretty much, and it actually hurts you. So there's another map that it's this really solid map. I don't know what to say. It's a really solid map. It's a purple rift. You collect crown ponds. Each section has different ways you can go to get all the crown ponds. There's nothing glaringly bad about it, but there's nothing about it that's like super amazingly special. It's a really good solid map that's very fun to play through. Next up we have Hyrule Castle Wind Waker by Mr. Homeless Hobo, which, similar to Great Sea, it looks really nice, but gameplay wise you sort of just run around. The reason why this one is higher than Great Sea though is because it actually used this, like, you can do, there's a block puzzle you can do, and then you can grab the Master Sword. I mean, gameplay wise it's just watching cutscenes, but what? That is actually something amazing. It's just sad that it's just that the amazing part of it is just that it's cutscene and not there's like an amazing piece of gameplay in there, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I really like this one. This was actually a really fun, quite a blast to play. I liked it. But if there's something that was like, look, it looked really nice, but it was also really fun to play, and it was really varied, and it was really a blast to play through, it's Clockwork Cape by Sheriff Boyardee. Now, the biggest glaring part about this map is the fact that every time you get a timepiece, it takes you completely out of the map, and you have to go back into it, which sucks. But apart from that, I mean, it's the most solid and just straightforward playing it by the book map that I've seen that doesn't fall into any big pitfalls. It's just straightforward fun and enjoyment, and it's great. Maybe not as great as the top 1 or top 3 from like December, maybe if this was in December it wouldn't even be top 3. I mean, like I said, January was a weird month. There were kind of like all the top 10 maps are all pretty solid, they're all pretty cool, but where's the special sauce? Where's the special sauce that makes stuff from good to absolutely amazing? It wasn't in January. It wasn't in January. Maybe in February. Whatever, we'll see. That's good. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.